Okay, Tara, so here's how you make a um, quick little quiz show. So I'll do a real short one here. So I'm just going to use the cat, but you can use one of the other people and do whatever you want, right? So you got to put in a when green flag is clicked, that starts the program. And then you are going to ask a question, right? Because you need to say ask a question. And your question could be anything, right? Like, who was the first president? Okay, and then when they answer, the answer is gonna be stored in answer. Okay, and I would like for you guys to get in the habit of uh, creating a variable, right? So I'm gonna do make a variable question one, and so when you ask the question, you're gonna store question one, and you're gonna put the answer. So basically, all that's doing is like if you keep asking questions and you keep asking questions and you keep asking questions, the answer is going to change. And so this stores the answer as question one, and then it's always going to be there. So if you need to use it later, it's always going to show up. These little check boxes next to these, if you don't want it to show up on the screen, you can make that go away, right? Something like that. Okay, so now you've asked the question and you have the answer from the person. Now you need to make it more like a game, so you need to have an intro. You need to make it a little bit more fun. But this is the meat and potatoes of it, right? After you have that, you're going to use the control, right? And so you have if-else statements. Okay, so here we go. If, else. So if their answer is right, something's going to happen. Else, something else is going to happen. Okay? And where it's a little diamond, you can use the operators, which are the green ones. So, okay, so we're going to do the equals sign here, right? So, if their answer is exactly equal to George Washington, then they get it right. If their answer is not equal to George Washington, then they got it wrong. And remember, we stored their answer as question one, right? So this was, they answered, their answer was stored as question one, and now question one is equal to George Washington. If question one is equal to George Washington, then everything under this happens, else everything here happens, right? So now it's your choice. So you can make it say whatever you want. So you can say something like, good answer, up here, right? That means they got it right. And then if they didn't get it right, you can say, wrong, right? Something like that. And then you also need one other thing to happen, and that's you want the score to go up, right? So you're going to have a new variable. So we're going to make a variable, and we're going to call it score. Okay? Okay. And then you only want the score to change if they got it right, right? So if question one is equal to George Washington, then that's what you want to happen. And you're going to change, and you're going to do score by one. Okay. Now there's some things you need to do to set the program up at the beginning, right? So at the very beginning, you want to set score to 0. If you don't do that at the beginning, then the score will be whatever it was left over from the last game, and then that can be not right. So if you set score to 0, then every time their score is 0, and then the score can go up by 1 each time. So this is just a real basic. You need to ask more than one question. You need to have a background. You need to have a little bit more fun. I think it asks you to make the thing walk onto the stage, but that at least gives you a little basics of what to do.